Right, I've got Daniel here who's been doing a few videos for us, and he's come down from Manchester. What a trek! I know that because I lived up there twice.
Yeah, that was a long one.
And if you're lucky, it's 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. So Daniel came in and said straight away, I want to go on all over Bond. Now, because me and Daniel have been working together, I've just been open and honest with him and said, look, I've sold thousands of clients, and a lot of people have not gone ahead after 3-4 months because there's been too much to learn the all over Bond, even though there's quite a lot of videos. So I've suggested, and Dan's face changed, that you go on a tape, and straight away you said that can't be secure, right?
Yeah, I can't say how tape can be secure, but I'm probably thinking of sellotape, which is probably not very secure. But
yeah, but that's exactly what everybody thinks. Now, with my swoosh look, you've seen that enough times now on the videos, haven't you? Yeah. I just use tape all the way around, and unless you go really up close, it doesn't. I mean, literally 2 or 3 inches away, it looks like it's growing out my scalp, just like adhesive. But adhesive has got it for the swept back look over the tape, so we're still going to put you on adhesive at the front, but we're going to put you on a tape which is called ultra hold tape. Now, ultra hold glue is an acrylic glue which is known for being really strong, and they've developed the tape as if a glue. So I like calling them adhesive tapes.
No, I can see where you're getting that from. Yeah, it's the same company. Fair enough.
But the point
That's more reassuring. More reassuring.
But my plan for you and from our journey, Dan, was that over a period of the 3-4 months, you would learn, go away today, take in as much as possible, learn from what we've told you, speak a bit, and see if we can make this successful. Because the first 3 months of a hair system, it's a testing bit, and do you know what? You know, unfortunately, some people don't make it. And I've looked at it and I've gone, that's tragic for me. So why not just make it easier, and then why not reverse it? Make an easier attachment that's secure, and if they want to get fancy when they learn how to do it, then they'll be more able to learn the fancy stuff.
Like the glue all over the stuff.
Yeah.
But I trust your judgment. You know what you're doing.
Well, I hope so, because it's the first time I tried it. Right, well done. Dan just asked me a really good question about adhesive at the front, and it was logical based on the all over Bond. So if you can put glue on the front, surely you can put it on the back. Yeah, you can, but it's asking an awful lot. You've just travelled 4.5 hours. Yeah, we do have affiliates up near you, but we want to get you self-maintaining. That's a secret, If someone can self-maintain, then it enhances their lifestyle.
Of course. I'm thinking more about the cutting on the side than anything.
Yeah, but we can, that's no problem. You're quite brave, because you could use a mobile hairdresser maybe if you wanted to, and say, hey, you know, this is what I've had done, and come round and cut my hair. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah, I've actually got a friend who's a hairdresser in the bar.
Yeah.
That might be.
So we got that we got that video on the sign-in place on our website. But the point that I'm making from this is, if you learn to do the front adhesive, you could pretty much do an all over Bond. On your own, but it's best to learn the front touch-ups first, because it is a bit tricky, but once you've mastered that, then you can pretty much do an attachment, on your own.
Right,
okay, all right, well done. Good question. That's why we went back online. Okay, we have Daniel's hair system here, and we always have excess lace at the front with hair for all, just in case we need to do any hair additions. Megan's just cutting that away, probably 1 mil or 2 mil in front of the last hairs. We always use a new blade every time, because so it's perforated with a fine edge, and when the lace colour is correct to the skin, it really does look fantastic and very natural. Right, so Daniel still needs some convincing, which is fine. And like I said, he's a Mancunian, and they like it firm up there, don't they?
That's it.
So, right, so the ultra hold tape is developed from the adhesive, so I like to call it an adhesive tape. And we probably now put 80-90% people on this. And most of them have stayed on it and not gone back to the glues. There's a couple may have gone back to the glues, but not many, is there?
No, not many at all, really.
If any, just
I think
maybe.
I've got some that just like to stick to what they know before we move people onto tape, and then everyone else that we've moved people onto tape, they Yeah, most of them stayed with it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And so that's good, because you got to look at the practical side of a hair system. There's no problem with a hair system looking great, but it's the actual logistics of it that make the difference. Now, I've had the hard truth over the business, introducing so many people and seeing so many people that it didn't work out for. So I've changed it, end of. But it's like the saying, what's the definition of insanity? Keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, right?
True that.
Yeah, so I've looked at my life and I don't have any problem with a hair system. Not one problem on adhesive tapes all the way around, especially with this look. So I don't have a problem at all, and that's true, isn't it, Megan?
Yeah.
It's just so easy for me. So now we're practicing, teaching people as much as possible, so it becomes easy, that side of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the ultra tape going round. So this is something you'll have to learn. And you mentioned about leaving the middle bit free. Sometimes we can put a bit of tape over the front if you want to, over the middle bit, just to make you feel a bit better, right? But the benefit of that being free and skin coloured is that it breathes, because there's a few areas where you've got access and there's no adhesive over it, yeah? So there's added benefits.
Okay.
So am I selling it to you yet?
Yeah, as long as when it's on, it looks good. I'm good.
Yeah, but that's the easy part, yeah, because of our craftsmanship. You've seen the pictures. Everybody looks fantastic.
Yeah.
The difficult part is making people really good at looking after it as quickly as possible, isn't it, Megan?
Yeah.
I'm quite
Yeah.
anal with things, so
Yeah, that's fantastic. And like I said, we can do regular updates and videos and Skypes, and you just be honest with everybody, like you've been with all your vlogs,
yeah.
And see what happens. Okay, all right, Daniel, how do you feel with a nice brain system?
Yeah, it's not what I thought. But
Right, just so what's happening here is Megan's been teaching the front touch-up, which is really important for the maintenance of a hair system. So we use a sample system. This is what happens with everybody that comes to HQ, and Daniel's being taught it, and then once that's been done, then we'll move on to the hair system. So I can see you got the lines at the front. Good, very good. Your nice little OCD there, well done. I like that.
Okay, so Megan's just put the glue on, and we're just letting it dry now. This is just the sample piece, so it's just to see how the glue looks and going through the maintenance of the hair system. So we'll be back soon to see how this is going. Okay, so Megan's just put the template on, just marking it out for the hair system. So this is just so she can shave underneath and get the template lined up ready for swapping it for the hair system. Just marked it out. Shaving this middle bit now. Obviously the hair system will be in place of this. Probably not much left to shave. How short it already is.
We always keep some of your own hair as well, so whenever we place a new order, we've got more hair samples
Colour
every time you have a
sample.
fitting done.
That's good.
Because your hair colour changes
Yeah.
slightly every time.
This is the weirdest feeling I've ever had.
This is the worst part.
Seeing all the hair go. I've just aged about 40 years.
So what we're doing now is we're just going to do a complete nice clean shave, just to make sure we get a really good bond. Everyone says this feels very strange if
Yes,
you've
it
never
does.
shaved your head before.
Okay, so just had the back and sides cut. just in preparation for the system being fitted. Obviously it'll be neatened up a bit more when it's actually fitted at the end, but I think for now, on to the next step. Okay, so just drawing on the guidelines now for the hair system, just to help line up, make sure it's in the right place.
So the good thing about guidelines as well, once you've drawn your guidelines on, you can see if you've got a wonky, because you'll have a wonky line if it is wonky. If it's not, it will look nice and even.
Great. See the guideline there?
You can see it's nice and even all the way around, so we know that's all nice and straight as well.
Okay, so this is without the system on. Guidelines in place for when the system's fitted. You see there's a central guiding dot. So yeah, Megan's just putting the finishing touches on the system, ready for it to go on. And then obviously it'll be cut and blended and styled. And we'll pick up from that point when we're there. Okay, so at the moment, just had the glue adhesive put on. So that's just going off now. Goes on white, but it does actually set clear. And this is just to bond the front, and then the rear will be on adhesive tape as well, made by the same people. So just waiting for that to dry, and then on to the fitting.
Right, pop your head back for me. That's it. Sorry, you've got a lot of hair in your face at the moment. Been a while since that.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Mum. You're filming. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Right. So, Domino's Pizza, everyone!
Head forward, that's it, perfect.
It's cold.
That's good.
Feels more normal than I thought it would.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, already.
It's not too tight or anything.
No.
Perfect.
It's reassuringly tight in a weird way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because you know it's on there well then, don't you?
Yeah. And for anyone wondering, watching, I already can't particularly feel it. It's probably like getting your ear pierced or something, like you feel it at first, but not so much after, even though you've only just done it, but it's sort of quite
Comfortable.
quite comfy, quite natural feeling, yeah.
So any little bits like this bit here lifting, we can touch all that up in a minute. How's that feel seeing yourself with a hairline?
Weird. So Megan's just blending it in now. So the hair system's obviously on, and this is the initial blend into my natural hairline. So that'll be done all the way around before we go into the actual style. Obviously just to make sure we get a natural look. So, the end product. So yeah, just finished up with Megan. Things went really well. Obviously you've got a good look there at the finished result. The before and afters are ridiculously amazing. The differences, obviously the guys here are brilliant, you know, going through everything with them. Been nothing but professional, nothing but really helpful. It's hard to know really what to say, but you know, with what I experienced wanting the hair system done. I wouldn't have picked anyone else. You know, this has been great from start to finish, consultation with Phil. So I just wanted to give you a bit of a rundown of how, if you're going to get a system, what to expect. So following your consultation, obviously the system gets made after a template is made of what they want to have made for your head, for your hair system. When you then come back in for the fitting, which is what it's been for me today, so you sit down with one of the guys, they'll go through the maintenance with you. Obviously that's quite important, making sure that you maintain it as well. To be fair, it seems really simple. It doesn't seem like there's a lot to do. They've gone through it with me. It's probably spent about half an hour going through different things, bits and bobs, just more in detail. I've asked loads of questions about what to expect and what was to have done. It's quite a dramatic difference. It's something I'm going to have to get used to, but it's a difference that I'm glad I've gone through. It's something I've always wanted to have, was a good amount of hair, because I always did. So it was nice to get the system done and give myself some hair back. I had plenty of questions and they had plenty of answers, which was always good and reassuring to see as well. You know, the team here are great. I've spent a lot of time here while I've been here today going through sort of the do's and don'ts, if you like, of different things to do with the hair system, and they've always reassured me on what I can do with that. It is quite free to be fair. You know, it's quite easy moving. You can barely notice it's on you. You're probably more self-conscious of it just because it's new. But to be fair, it ain't going anywhere. It's quite well secured, which is good. I don't really know what to say. I'm quite overwhelmed, if I'm honest. It's hard to know what to put into words, but I mean, you know, I'm happy with it, and I'm glad if anyone else is looking at this video contemplating getting themselves a hair system, I'd strongly recommend Hair for All in Bristol. So it's certainly worth having a look.